Правила простые. Или ты, или он, или он, или ты.
Russia in the late 90s, 2000s, and up until the late 2010s can be summed up in one word: transitional. Shedding its Soviet skin, Russia entered a new era of gear, weapons, armor, and more. From 1991 to 2015, we can observe a significant transformation in equipment across the board. Whatever you're looking at an average soldier or FSB operator, the change since the 90s is clear. And while many manufacturers have come and gone, a few have stood the test of time. One of the most notable is, as you probably know, SSO, also known as SPOSN. Founded in 1997, SSO, or SPOSN as I'll refer to it, has been producing and selling gear to the Russian government since its inception. While I'd love to do a full history breakdown, the company's 25-year legacy is long, so I'll be keeping things brief for now. SPOSN is a brand cemented in both military history and pop culture. Whether it's their Sumrak in Berezka, their Partisan in SS Leto, or their Gorka, hats, pants, or backpacks, and more, they're all iconic. But one item stands out above all: an icon, the defined Russian rig. The Smersh webbing system first appeared in 1999 with the Type 1. The most well-known version stems from a 2004 custom order for the 45th VDV. It was later made commercially available in 2008 or 2009. Since then, the Smersh has remained largely unchanged, aside from material upgrades and minor tweaks. Another product SPOSN is famous for is their Panzer vest, which started hitting the market around 2017. I couldn't find any credible sources dating it earlier, though it feels like it's been around longer. Still, the Panzer has become a very popular plate carrier among soldiers. There are multiple variants, starting with the 1.0 base model, moving to the 2.0, and Pro up to the most recent version as of recording this, the 3.2. There's also the Strike Corset and Phoenix system. We'll mostly be focusing on the Panzer 3.0, 3.1, 3.2, and Pro versions, since they're the most commonly seen and easiest to acquire. Despite the 3.0 and 3.1 being removed from the official SSO website, the 3.0 still shows up on the secondhand market, and the 3.1 is still sold new at various retailers, even in the US. Now moving into a short ad break on the topic of Russian gear. If you're looking to buy SSO products, or just Russian gear in general, I highly recommend Cossack Bay on Instagram. They're based in the EU, so prices are in euros, so I recommend any Europeans use them, but they can source you anything you need. I've bought from them before and can vouch for them 100%. There's also Tanki Store, based in the US. I recommend for US buyers to use Tanki Store. I've linked both down below. Now back onto the main topic of this video, the Panzer vest. But before we deep dive into that, I want to briefly talk about uniforms and the Smersh rig. Smershes are still widely used, from regular troops to elite units like the National Guard's Vityaz. Adding a Smersh to your loadout will never go out of style, even paired with a Leaf suit. When it comes to clothing, the Partisan suit in Spectre or ATAX is commonly seen, SS Low too, but to a lesser extent. Used by both regular and specialized troops, if you want to wear one, go for it. For something a bit more niche, the Partisan M might be your style. And hey, look at that, an old gen Smersh AK. As for Sumrak, it's mostly been seen in limited use among specialized troops and FSB border guards. Regarding Smersh variants, it goes without saying that nearly every model has seen action. From the Sabruya to the newer releases, depending on your setup, whatever Smersh you have on hand should be fine. Now onto the Panzer vest. Every variant from the base model to the 2.0 has been in use, but we'll mainly be focusing on the 3.0 and onward, along with a few others. So let's start off with the 3.0. Regular troops, Marines, VDV, GRU, SPN, Russian National Guard, or Russian National Guard Special Forces, Sober, and Oman have been seen to use it. For the 3.1, regular troops, VDV, SPN, and Spetsnaz are the only solid reference photos I've found, though it's likely other units used it. I forgot to mention there's a guy in the Black Mamba group, a PMC, that uses it. Now for the 3.2. I couldn't find much besides a few references tied to the Russian National Guard. There are 2 photos of soldiers wearing it, but I wasn't able to identify their unit beyond confirming their army. Now onto the Pro. Regular troops, VDV, GRU, and Sober have been seen to use it. There's also these additional references that I wasn't able to identify the units of. Now finally on to our last vest, the Pro Mod 2. References are limited so far. I've only found it used by regular troops in a single photo of Sober. And I say finally because vests like the Strike Corset and Phoenix system currently don't have any confirmed reference photos available. I'm sorry this video might be lacking in some areas, but I really hope it helps you find what you're looking for. I hope it's also enjoyable and informative enough. Thank you all for watching, and for all the support you guys have given me. And as always, I'll see you next time. Oh yeah, and there's that 45th VDV guy who used the 3.0 shell, but I don't care.